Hey chickies, here at Oh My Gosh Polish, mistakes will be made. As per usual, it'll be loads of fun, so you should totally subscribe now. Now let's get into today's nail art. We're doing a happy unicorn. I really hope you like it. Let's get into it. Now all of the polishes I'm using today are from iScream Nails. Don't forget, all the details about everything I use will be in the description box down below as per usual. I'm starting off with a white base on all of my nails using iScream Nail Soft Serve, but I did forget to film the painting of my nails. I forgot to film the cleanup porn. I'm so sorry. However, you do get to watch me put liquid latex on. This is Simply Peel by Bliss Kiss. Doing a gradient today, and I'm using a latex free sponge which I have pre-dampened, but I wanted to show you something that is a demonstration of why it is really important that you put a good quality top coat over your base color, which is in this case is white, before doing a gradient. Now even when you dampen your sponge, this same thing will happen to you, more than likely will happen to you if you don't put a top coat on first. What will happen is the sponge will actually start to suck up the tip, or the, you know, around the tip polish, the polish at the tip of your nail, and you can see that actually I have lost some of the base color, and that's why we put a top coat on the nail over the white polish before we do any gradienting with the sponge, because you'll always end up with what looks like tip wear. It's terrible. I didn't mean to do that. I just forgot to put the top coat on. That's why it happened. But I thought this was a great opportunity to show you what will happen if you don't put the top coat on. It's very important. So I had to start that whole thing again. I had to take off all of that gradient and repaint my nails with my base coat and my white, and then Seche Vite before doing the gradient. So really, really important. I think I've said that a few times now, but I can't stress it enough because it's so frustrating when it does happen. So once you've done all of that, you can then start your gradient properly, and you'll end up with a much smoother result, and you certainly won't end up with any tip wear. Once you've completed your gradient and you're happy with your color, you can go ahead and remove whatever it is that you're using to protect the skin around your nails. Of course, again, I'm using liquid latex, but you can use a number of things. You can use glue, Elmer's glue, a combination of water and glue works quite well, I've heard. I've never used it myself, but I've heard other people say that. Also, just simple sticky tape. Tape is fine as well. I used to use washi tape quite a lot. Next, you can take care of any cleanup that's necessary. There's not enough for a nail cleanup porn, so we're going to just go ahead and power through that. I'm sorry. I promise there'll be no cleanup porn in the next video. I hope. Final step is to add a good quality top coat that helps to blend the gradient even further. Next, I want to show you this beautiful new glitter topper from iScream Nails. It's called Wizz Fizz, and we're going to be putting that on all of my nails. The pinky, which I'm leaving white, and the other three nails, which I have a gradient on as well. I'm going to be using a beautiful new plate from Uber Chic Beauty today. It's called Unicorn Love. It's so lovely. It's got such lovely images on it. It's really, really nice. We're going to do some reverse stamping on this one, and we're going to start by painting almost all of the little unicorn white, and then we're going to paint his hair, so around the front of his face and the mane going down the back, in rainbow colors, basically the same colors that we used for the gradient. So what we're really doing is colouring in. That's what reverse stamping is. You're just colouring in, although the images are so tiny, you really need good eyesight. And I do not have the best eyesight. So I actually use a pair of glasses that I bought from the chemist that are they're magnified, and that helps me to be able to see what I'm doing. Otherwise I would not be able to see what I was doing. Not at all. So once you've finished your colouring in, you want to wait for at least half an hour for it to dry. Once it is dry, you then, if you want to do a direct transfer rather than putting a clear coat over the image and then peeling it off like a decal, if you want to do a straight transfer from the stamper head onto your nail, which I think is actually the best way to do it, what you want to do is add a clear coat of a non-quick drying polish, because you want to have it not be like super quickly drying like Seche Vite is. So I use Sally Hansen's Invisible, which is their I think it's just, I don't even think it's a top coat, I think it's just a clear polish, and it doesn't dry super fast. So when you go to transfer your image from your stamper head onto your nail, it'll actually stick down every time. Fingers crossed. But when it does, it's so satisfying. I'm not even kidding. It's so satisfying. Now, as you may notice, I did muck up a little bit, because when I transferred the image onto my nail, there's a slight bit missing at the very tip, so I decided to just come back in with some of the white polish and fix that up a little bit. Once all of that is completely dry, you can go ahead and seal it all in with your favourite top coat. Of course, I'm using Seche Vite as per usual. And that's it for this one. I really hope you liked it. I absolutely adored how it came out. I think it's probably one of my most successful reverse stampings. Gosh, I loved it so much. Anyway, thank you so much again for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye, chickies. Oh, and thank you for subscribing, and thanks for that delicious thumbs up. Oh, and don't forget to go and watch my previous video, and by all means, feel free to follow me on all of the other social media thingamajiggamies. Anyway, I'm going now. Thank you.